Okay, so in talking about collaboration, collaboration is an amazing term that reflects the activity that a team has when many minds come together and contribute their strengths. I'm going to use that as a definition. Okay, so it's the strengths of individuals within the team, and they're bringing those strengths to the whole. And from that collaboration, from collaborating their strengths, a natural division of labor is going to occur. If you look at any partner relationship, especially a marriage or a committed life partnership, we'll call that, there was a certain point where it was kind of more their strength that the other partner was in charge of cooking, or you were in charge of cooking. And the other partner was in charge of cleaning, or you were in charge of cleaning, or inside work and outside work, and who handles the car and who, right? If you're each doing all of those things and you're living under the same roof, and you each are responsible, like, well, he's responsible for his own car and I'm responsible for mine. He's responsible for his meals and I'm responsible for mine. He is responsible for his bills and I'm responsible for mine. You don't have a collaboration. Okay. And the greatest teams are collaborations, and they're collaborations based on strengths. So I just got done from working with a couple. Okay. Couples are a completely different coaching dynamic than individuals. You would think, well, it's the same thing. No, it's very different. And it can overlap. There can be some sameness in it, but this particular couple is quite amazing, and they want to they want to fortify the relationship that they have. They've watched several of their friends because some of those relationships were knocking on 15 and 20 years and just filed for divorce or separation, and they're like, look, we don't want to go that route. We don't want that. And we can see the reason why people are going, like they can see why someone's going like in that direction, like that couple. They can actually watch it sort of happening, not knowing that that was going to be the outcome. But when they reverse engineer it, so to speak, they can see it and go, oh yeah, like he lost himself in work, or I knew she was doing more when she was heading out than just going to the grocery store or whatever. Here's the thing. This couple, they're very successful and intend to continue to be, but they want to be successful as a whole of their life. And so what we were working on today was really like they were able, because they, one of them operates a business, the other one is working in the corporate culture. And so, but they were able to bring that same thinking of the teamwork that they build inside of the corporate culture or the business that they run. They're able to bring that concept, that collaboration, like they get it. Like they know that in the greatest teams, if he shows up and she shows up, there's actually like a third mind created. So he has his strengths, she has her strengths, he has his ideas, she has her ideas. But then when they come together, there's almost this other entity of it's almost like a new level of thinking emerges because of the collaboration between the two of the strengths. And if you've ever worked in teams, the best teams, I have been part of poor teams, I'm not going to reference those, but I have been a part of just absolutely amazing teams where you just watch the new ideas that generate from the whole, which is like that extra mind that's created, almost like a mastermind concept. Just from the strengths of the individuals, it creates this whole new level of thinking that if it had been left to just one of them, right? One person to create a solution or move a problem forward to a solution. They would never have thought of this other thing, which was even greater than what they were thinking of themselves. I watched this happen today. This couple is pretty amazing, and they're really amazing. And I'm super blessed to be working with them. It's exactly how I feel. But I know exactly the things that they're going to work on. But what I love is that they totally grasp this concept of collaboration. It was something that they had never thought to bring, that work thinking of teams or that business mentality thinking of teams. They didn't think about bringing that to their home team. And it was like, wow, they got it. Ding, 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 ding. So it caused me to want to come in and just talk about that, because, sometimes I forget what to share. Collaboration is a really big thing. When you're choosing a life partner, you're choosing a collaborator. That's exactly what you're choosing. And if you're in a relationship where it's like there's all these like, don't step over this line and don't step over this line. Okay, that's your relationship. You have a right to script your relationship however you want, but I want to invite you to investigate collaboration. Maybe read some books on it. Maybe look into the practice of it. How could you incorporate it into your relationship? Because the higher the collaboration, the higher the intimacy of the relationship. Because collaboration, the best teams, there has to be that speed of trust. In other words, if I know that if we're on a team together and I know that you have my back, the speed of trust is so great that I know you have my back. Well, I'm going to absolutely trust what you have to say. And as I trust what you have to say, and I know that you trust what I have to say, sometimes what I have to say is the best solution. Sometimes what you have to say is the best solution. And sometimes what I thought was the best solution, you might come back to me and poke a hole in something. I'm like, whoa, I never thought of that, right? I never thought of that. But because there's speed of trust, because I know you have my back, I'm not looking at, well, why is he being critical of me? Or, how come we can't do it my way, right? All of that nonsense interferes with your intimacy. And emotional intimacy is one of the greatest rewards. It's one of the greatest rewards of a well-designed relationship. And I say well-designed because you've designed the relationship that you have. You designed the ones that you did in the past. You're in charge of wherever you are now, whatever phase, quote, phase of your relationship, whether it's brand new, whether you've been in it for 30 years, it doesn't matter. It's a continual create. And if you can create the spirit of trust, if you've got that speed of trust, if the partners trust each other that they have the best for each other in their hearts, then collaboration creates magic. It absolutely creates magic, and you will create not only a magnificent relationship, you'll definitely create a magnificent life together.